Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's look at this problem. 44 kilogram floor pot is supported at point A. So this is the point of support. Three chords. There is a chord AB. This is its tension. There is a chord AC. And there is a chord AD. Okay? This is 44 kilogram flour pot times 9.81 to convert it to Newton from kilogram. Okay? And determine the force acting on each chord for equilibrium. Okay, you want to know what is the force in AB, what is the force in AC, what is the force in AD. Let's look at all the forces. Let's just look at force AB, the cable AB. Okay, you can see here if this is 45, this is going to be 90, and this is going to be 45. One of them going to be in the positive y, and that's going to be AB cosine 45 in the y, J. And the other one going to be in the positive Z. You can see that this is going up in the positive Z. So plus AB cosine sine 45. Because the other one cosine, this one is sine. Although sine 45 and cosine 45 is the same. This is put units, Newton. That's AB. Let me clean up and see the rest. Now, you could look at AC. AC, cable AC. This is cable AC. This is the tension of cable AC. When you do a projection, cosine 30, which is toward this line, this line gonna make it in the y and the z only. You can see this triangle y and z. Okay, so cosine 30 gonna make it in the y and z. Sine 30 gonna make it in the x and gonna make it in the negative x. But let's look at right now. Let's look at the y and the z. So cosine 30. Let's look at this. Cosine 30. AC cosine 30, and if this is 60, this is 90 for triangle, this is going to be 30. So AC cosine 30 again, because this is 30 also, going to make it in the negative y. Cosine 30, and that is in the negative y. How about the z? Well, the z, it's gonna be if this is tension, it's gonna be in the positive z, So AC cosine 30 in the yz plane, and then sine 30 in the k in the z plane. How about the x? If cosine 30 gonna make it in the yz, sine 30 gonna make it in the x. So you could look at it. This is the positive x. If it is tension like that, sine 30 gonna make it in the negative x. So negative AC sine 30 in the negative x. Okay, so now we could start put AC minus AC sine 30i minus AC cosine 30 cosine 30, and that is J plus AC cosine 30 sine 30, and this is Newton. So now we'll do the last one. AD. AD, it's a tension like this. So it will be, let's just erase this and do it here. Okay, if you want to do it in the AD cosine 30, gonna make it in this line, the diagonal line, and this is also 30. AD cosine 30 gonna be in the negative y. This is gonna be in the negative y, so minus AD cosine 30, and also cosine 30 to make it in the j. This is the y. And also for that direction, it's going to make it also in the positive z, so it is AD cosine 30 sine 30, and because this is also the 30 degrees, and that's going to be in the k. For the x, going to be what? It's not cosine 30, it's not this cosine, it's the other side of the angle, and that's going to be in the positive x. So this is going to be AD, not cosine, sine 30 in the I, or in the x. So AD sine 30, AD is AD minus AD cosine 30 cosine 30 minus AD plus AD cosine 30 sine 30 plus AD okay. So now we have to find, there is one more load. There is one more load. There's one more load, which is the load of the flower pot. The flower pot is going down, and it is in the negative z. You can see it is going down in the negative z. So the load, of course, load in the Cartesian format, it is minus 44 times 9.81 in the negative k. Okay, now we should sum up all the forces in the x-axis. What is x? X positive is that way. Now let's change the color. There's nothing in the AB in the I. There is this one in the I, AC. There is this one in the AD in the I plus AD equal to 0. Let's do summation of forces at x at y now. What is the direction of the y? Okay, so this one, positive. Okay, so now y, we have this one, AB cosine 45 minus AC cosine 30 cosine 30 minus AD cosine 30 equal to 0. Last one, summation forces at z equal to 0, and z is going high up, positive. So here there's 1k, AB sine 45, and here there's 1 cosine 30 sine 30, and that is another one here, plus AD cosine 30 sine 30 minus, or you could make it equal 44 times 9.81. 3 equations, and we have 3 unknowns. Let's start with the first equation, equation number 1, this one. Here you can see that AC is equal to AD. Nice. So now we have AC is equal to AD. Again, you could put this one in your calculator and find out the answer for all of them. But for me, I don't have a calculator like the one you have, so I have to do some certain elimination. Okay, so let's look at equation 2 and try to make it simple. Okay, so let's go to the calculator. What is cosine 45 is 0.707, but let me check it. Cosine, okay, so the question number 0.707 AB. What is cosine 30? Cosine 30.866 times cosine 30, and that is 0.75. So this is minus 0.75 AC. Now, we mentioned that AC and AD are equal, so I'm going to make it AC. I'm going to make it AC because AC and AD is equal. So cosine 30 also. So minus 0.75. I'm going to call it AC because I know that AC is equal to AD. I want to make the whole thing two unknowns and two equations to make it simple for me. Sine 45, the third equation, equation number 3 here. 45 sine, which is 0.707 also. AB. AC cosine 30. Cosine 30 is 0.866 times sine 30, and that is 0.433 plus 0.433, and that is AC. Again, I'm going to change this to AC because AC is equal to AD. Cosine 30 sine 30, that's the same thing, plus 0.433. I'm going to call it AC. Again, this is equal. What is 44 times 9.81? And that is, let's call it 432. Okay. So now I will add up. I'll make it two equations, two unknowns. Well, okay, so 0.707 AB, 0.75 plus 0.75, and that is minus 1.5 AC equal to 0. 0.707 AB, 0.433 plus 0.433, and that is plus 0.866 AC equal to 432. So now we could subtract, let's say this is equation 4 and equation 5. Let's subtract 5 from 4. 5 minus 4. 5 minus 4. This will cancel out AB. Now, 0.866 minus minus, which is plus 1.5. That's going to make it 2.366 AC. 432 minus 0 is 432. So 432 times 432, and that will give you AC is equal 183. 183, and that is in Newton. Again, we mentioned that here that AC is equal to AD. So AD is also equal to 183 Newton. And now, let's go to equation 4. Equation 4, 0.707 AB minus 1.5 AC. AC is 183 equal to 0. So, okay, times 1.5 divided by 0.707, and that will give you AB equal 387 Newton. Let me check the answers if these are the correct answer from the, well, Yes, these are the correct answers. Okay, so this is easy, but you have to look at the curves and how could you project this curve, this cable, into this line. And then from this line, this is going to be cosine 30. And from this line, the angle here is 30. So this is going to be cosine 30 here and sine 30 in the, cosine 30 in the negative y and sine 30 in the positive z. This one, that's really a little bit need you to look at the angles. This one, cable AD, going to give you cosine 30 in this line, and then cosine 30 in the negative y and sine 30 in the positive z. With respect to the x for each one of them, if this line, this way, if cosine 30 in the yz, sine 30 going to be in the negative x. If this line, if cosine 30 going to make you in the yz, sine 30 going to make you in the positive x. So this is negative x, and this is positive x. That's it. If you know these tricks, you could solve it so easily. And this is not a difficult problem, but it needs you to think and see how could you project the cables into the xy, yz, and how to project it to the lines. Thank you.